Hello, everybody. Welcome back to RollPlay Live, Court of Swords. If you're just joining us, hello, welcome. Come on in. We've been playing Dungeons & Dragons for about 4 hours now, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready for 4 more hours. This is part 2, I guess, of today's episode, second half, and things are afoot in the city of Brass. So I was thinking, my dear friends.
You were thinking.
This
is a dangerous thing.
I was thinking on the break while I was eating my lunch. Because once you start DMing, you can't stop.
Right.
I was thinking, let's start with you two, because I think that you guys are going to get an audience that we will want to deal with first, because these guys have a mission ahead of them. They have guidance. They have direction.
Right.
So they're taking a rest. You guys are going to take a short rest. There's not enough time for a long rest now.
Okay.
There isn't.
I mean, you could
Take
try.
another short rest?
You could try. Yeah. I mean, you don't have any more.
I don't
hit
get
dice.
anything back from
Yeah.
that is the thing. So
You could try to get in a long rest, but 8 hours is a long time in the middle of a war when you just got orders to go and.
Yeah, well, I think Berg would try to do a long rest because.
Well, and also, like, if he's
Hassan, look at my character sheet.
if he's an agent of the tower, I'm sure they have magical healers that would help you out.
Yeah.
If Hassan
yeah.
snapped his
So
fingers.
think about how you want to handle that.
Yeah.
But they're definitely like go do the thing, not like lay around for 8 hours then go do the thing.
Yep.
But the two of you, the last time we saw you before we went into our break, closing the first half, you were imprisoned in the fortress of the Aharisa, the guard of the city of Brass, and waiting to see. Apparently, you have some information about the Sahir, a group of mysterious wizards who are one short now, about them, because they, I guess, are courting the Sahir. So I think probably some time passes. There's some time where either they are leaving you, either they're leaving you in the place to let you stew a little bit, or they are they're forgetting about you. They have other important business to attend to. So they leave you there for a little bit, and the two of you argue about religion until that conversation kind of tapers out, and then someone comes to find you. And when they do, what state are you in? Are you just like ignoring each other? Is someone having a nap?
I don't think we're ignoring each other.
No.
Okay, so you're like in the middle of a conversation, or just
Yeah,
like
we're
talking?
probably still talking about religion.
Yeah. We're probably still going at it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It just slow zooms back in on us like, so it works. How now? Start from the beginning.
Right, and then you hear the bar of the door slide and the door open. But instead of the guard or any member of the Aharisa, you don't see the red scarf and turban of a member of the Aharisa. You see instead someone. I think that he is. It's like an air genasi, probably. So like light blue skin, wearing gray and azure robes. He looks like a functionary, a government functionary. And he's standing at the door, and he turns to, you can't see him because he's standing outside. He says, and it's just the two of them. And then you hear Farsad be like, yes, there were more to begin with, but the other two were probably dead. And he says, the clerk says, this will be sufficient. Thank you, Commander. And the commander just kind of makes like a frustrated noise, and you hear him walking away. And the clerk looks into the room. He hasn't walked in yet. He looks in the room and he says, may I enter?
I don't think we own this room.
And he looks around. I see no other occupants.
Yeah, I suppose you can enter, yes.
He nods. Thank you. He steps into the room. He says, I am a representative of the Immortals. It is my responsibility to speak with you, to understand if you have anything that would be of value to them in our current situation.
I suppose we have information. Do we wish to share that?
As long as they ensure our safety and well-being.
Can you do so?
Perhaps. May I sit?
By all means.
So he sits, and from his robes, he takes out a scroll and like lays it out. Takes out a bottle of ink and a quill, puts the quill into the ink, and looks across the table at the two of you. And he says to you, you are Ramus Krill, a cleric of the tower,
Yes.
formerly of the sun.
Yes.
Our records are accurate. May I ask, have you been in contact with other members of your clergy since your return to the city?
Not for a very long time.
And do you intend to contact them?
I have no immediate plans to.
The commander has informed you about the situation vis-a-vis servants of the tower in the city?
we actually didn't hear much about what's happening, just bits and pieces.
Would you like me to inform you?
That would be wonderful. My friend here loves to be told information.
I just smile.
It's like a rubber-faced turtle beak smile. Like,
It's like this awkward, like,
oh, God.
Like-
It's a little unnerving.
Yeah.
He's cool as a cucumber, though. So he says, yes, your companion. You are a turtle.
Last time I checked, yes.
I have no record of your name.
Why is that?
And he gestures. You have not interacted with the machineries of bureaucracy in the city. Applied for no permits. Have no documents.
That makes sense.
And he like dips the quill and like looks at you expectantly. May I?
I can just make a name.
He says, I would prefer the name you use. And he like kind of gestures at Ramus, like among like people, your actual name, but whatever you would like me to call you.
I'm Sally Hoffa. S-A-L-I.
And he's finished writing it before you finish. He taps and he says,
Sunu. S-U-N-U.
writes it down. And he puts it in. So they're like characters, right? It's not like the word in calligraphy. And he says, very good. And he gestures, unfortunately have no name to give you. I am merely a servant. I fill a role. And he looks at the scroll and he says, now, you have questions, I'm sure. Our city has been invaded. Outsiders of some sort. Unidentifiable, and in many ways, invisible to the divine machinery. They are voracious. The destruction has been significant. He says, there has been some disagreement about how best to handle these invaders. The Immortals see the city as a necessary defense. We must protect it from those who wish to corrupt or destroy it. However, on the other hand, there are those who believe the city must be destroyed, so as to keep its many wonders from the hands of these new enemies. We disagree with this point of view, and have been aggressively negotiating to have them withdraw. There have been assassinations, destruction in the city, seemingly at random, but as I understand it, the pattern may be invisible. We may not perceive their intent. Do you know anything about this, Ramus Krill?
So, to clarify, there's one force destroying everything, and another force destroying things that they're trying to destroy before they get to it.
We believe that it is the invaders' purpose not to destroy, but to co-opt, to obtain, to corrupt. We have seen evidence of this endeavor. In their way, the servants of the tower have been effective in keeping these assets from the hands of the enemy, but it has resulted in damage, destruction, loss of life that the Immortals are unwilling to accept. And so we find ourselves facing two enemies at once.
You said the one force was immune to divination magic, and you can't see them with magic at all.
In so much as we are able to tell, they are utterly invisible to the gods, difficult to obtain to anyone else, and yes, the power of the fountain does seem to elude them. We are unable to harm them with spells, and have had limited ability tracking them. We know them only by the trail of corpses they leave behind.
I reach into my pouch and grab the beetle.
Yeah, and he looks at it and quirks an eyebrow. Where did you get that?
More importantly, what do you know about it? Does not matter where I got it. You've seen them before.
Roll a persuade check.
Okay.
Roll for me. Man, I wish I could just do that in real life. If somebody's like, "Yo, Adam, you should do," I'm like, "I'm gonna need you to roll a persuade check." Oh, looks like I don't want to come to your birthday. Sorry, that was a DC 16, and I hate you, so you had disadvantage.
This is just a flat D20, no bonuses. A 2.
Okay, so he says, "I must politely decline your request. I understand that knowledge is power. I am here to find out what you know. Perhaps in the future we can share information, but for now, I have told you all I can."
These creatures have killed one of the Sahir.
So we get like just this look of on his face. There's like a slight twitch under one eye, and the subtitles are like screaming internally.
Yeah. The interesting part is I was just going to say Utrix is dead, but you went with that.
Yeah. And he says, "That's impossible."
We saw it with our own eyes.
Utrix, the Sahir, is gone.
I can paint a picture here if you would like to see it.
And he puts his hand up and he says, "You have no reason to lie. Fascinating. You were brought here by the commander to discuss this matter, to talk with emissaries of the Immortals about..." I'm afraid I have to go. And he like rolls the scroll up and like picks it up and he says, "You will understand, of course, if you cannot be permitted to leave this place. What you know may be too valuable to allow you to wander the streets for the time being."
Well, we gave you information before you leave. Please, what do you know about these beetles?
He puts his hand up. "I cannot. It is not my place. I do not have the appropriate permits for such things. I will speak with my superior. We will speak with his superior. We will attempt to procure for you an audience."
Fair enough.
And he like bows and turns to leave. So the two of you are alone in the room again. And he closes the door and somebody locks it.
I was going to bring up Utrix, but
He
that was
did-
quite drastic.
He didn't like that response.
Well, no one likes to be told
I'm
that.
good at reading people, and he did not like that at all.
No one likes to be told that one of the great wizards is dead. That's quite drastic.
I think they were thinking the Sahir were above these creatures.
We need to find out where they came from. We still have not
They're
answered
the
any
true
of that.
enemy here.
I agree.
They're fighting each other when they shouldn't be.
I agree. Perhaps that audience we will be able to convince the powers that be that they are fighting the wrong
The
enemy.
city of brass may rest on it. May rely on that.
So you just blindly believe.
Yeah, right.
It's called-
Let's get back to this whole religion thing. So we fade out as that conversation kicks up again, that debate, and we cut back to you guys. So now, for you two at least, I want to give you a chance. So if you want the servants of the tower to like use their magic to heal you, that's no problem. You can be at full hit points, but you won't get any. There's no other benefit of like a long rest that you'll get. But you'll have your hit
No
points
hit
back.
dice.
No.
No.
Because that takes a long rate. But you can be at full health.
Get
So
my
they
rage.
apply magic. They apply magic to you. Do you get your rage back on a short rest?
Oh, is it a short rest?
It's not even a short rest. Like
it's just
it's
all
just
right,
they
well then-
cast cure wounds on you until you're better.
Am I still negative? I'm still 2 exhaustion?
You are, unfortunately.
Oh,
yes.
Jesus
Because that takes a
Christ.
long rest to clear.
Did you do the same to me?
Yes, yeah, you
Okay.
both get healed. Now,
Okay.
before we set out, I wanna give you two.
29.
I want to give you two an opportunity to
63.
change your goals. So we'll do goals for you, and then when we come back to you guys, you'll get your audience. You'll kind of have something put in front of you, and then you can decide your goals. I wanted to give it some space to like give you like a mission or whatever. So let's talk about goals, Berg and Kalimat. So Berg, you have find out why bad things keep happening to me, learn more about the Arm of Agni, and find out more about the nature of Tulpa. These are your starting goals. Would you like to hold on to those, or you want to change any of those out?
I learned that I can, cauterize a wound with the arm. That's kind of...
You did. No, you absolutely did. So you brought in a narration. You brought in a narration of it. It was part of a role. It was part of an important role, and you learned that it's connected to like it's that very typical sort of superhero discovering their powers moment where you're like you can't consciously control it, but there's more to it than it seems. It's not just a big
Yeah.
ambulatory chunk of rock. So yes, you totally achieved that goal. So
Yeah.
let's get some experience there. So you are level 7, right?
Yeah.
All right, my friend. So that one is a medium goal. You get 1,500 experience.
Nice.
Okay. What would you like to do? Do you want to fill in that goal and then keep your other two, or do you want to change either of the other ones? Or do you want me to do Calumet and give you a chance to
Yeah,
ponder?
do him
Okay.
first.
All right, so Calumet, find out what the prisoner in the Ubiyet was, find the prisoner, and find out why the gods aren't answering. So, do you feel like you've resolved any of those?
No.
Okay. Do you want to keep all three of them?
Yes.
Sold. Didn't get much of a break.
Back we are.
Back to you. Yeah. So find out more about the nature of Tulpa. Find out why bad things keep happening to you.
I
And
think
you have
I'll
a-
I'll keep the Tulpa one.
Okay.
I'm just the nature of why bad things keep happening to me, because that could happen. That could pop up.
It's
somewhere.
been hinted at. We've had little bits and pieces here.
Yeah, I'll keep that one just in case.
Mhm.
So really, just we'll swap out one more.
Okay.
It's got to be something to do with either the tower or.
I mean, it could
Hassan.
be like be reunited with Ramus, like find Ramus if that's what you care about.
Yeah, if I can't think of anything, which I can't right now. Yeah,
That seems
probably
fine.
be reunited with Ramus.
Okay. Be united with Ramus. Okay. Got it.
Be reunited with him and talk about events and stuff and decide what we're doing. I guess.
Reunited, and it feels so bad.
So bad.
Where were you?
All right. So your goals are squared away, and Hassan has given you this mission to go out into the slums and find one of these things they're using to like create like defenses for themselves, like break it basically, so they can go in and investigate. So is there anything that you to get there from here? You know the city well enough that but if you were to walk, it would take you till nightfall, and you would arrive in this area where the enemy have been operating at night, which might be beneficial to you. Certainly as a skulker of the darkness, night is a good time to be skulking around. But you are also going into enemy territory. So is there anything you want to do to prepare for that? And then tell me about what your plan is to go into that neighborhood and accomplish this goal.
I want to talk to Hassan before I leave,
Okay.
if that's at all possible.
I don't
You
know
can,
if it's
I mean, the
possible.
dice will play out whether it's possible or not.
Okay.
So we're gonna need 25 gold, and you're gonna want.
Yeah, that's right. So what's the vector? How do you do that?
Well, I just go up the chain, like start with whoever's nearest to me, and say, ask them if they can get me an audience with Hassan, and if they can't, I'll find someone who's further up the chain.
Okay. Well, let's just have you. We'll elide that with a persuade roll. So let's
Okay.
have you just make that persuade roll.
Okay.
Getting an audience with Hassan, I think, is going to be DC 16.
Okay.
Good luck.
21.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So is Berg there with you, or is this just you?
Well, I'll let him know of my plans,
Okay.
and let him decide. Berg, I would really like an audience with Hassan. I don't know if you can help facilitate that, but I think I've got an in to get there. If you need to do something, take some time for yourself, that's fine. But if you want to accompany me, that's also fine. But I have questions, many questions.
You want to talk to Hassan?
I do.
I don't know if that's possible. I can try.
They don't call me words of silver for nothing.
Don't get your hopes up. It probably will not happen.
That's actually that's inscribed on the door to the temple. Don't get your hopes up. It's the motto of Tower University.
Right.
So I guess Berg would kind of try to talk to whoever.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Somebody,
mostly interested
some
in like,
official.
are you present for that meeting, or do you like let him talk to Hassan alone?
I'd probably go there.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So so we cut then to Hassan's one of Hassan's many secretaries or major domos allowing you in and saying she's saying to you like, make it quick, he's very busy, and you get let into that office that we were in before, and Hassan is there, and he has a stack of those like red envelopes, and he's writing things and putting them in the envelopes and like throwing them into a fire.
Okay.
So he'll like write a letter or something, fold it up, put it in, stamp it, and then just fling it into the fireplace. And when you walk in, that's what you see. He's just like throws one of these letters in, and he looks up and he sees it, and he's like, "You two assholes are still here? Didn't I give you something to do?
Yes, you did.
And so why are you here?"
Because I crave an audience. I need 1 or 2 questions answered, and then we will do whatever you like.
Fine. Ask.
Those red letters. I received one. Why? Why aren't the gods answering?
And he looks at me and says, like, does this look like heaven? Do you
No.
think I have answers for you?
Yes, I think you do. What do you? What purpose are these red letters to you?
He looks at them and he says, they're divine missives. We use them to communicate. They're a method of conveying information.
Right. I received one saying my question would not be answered because the gods were away.
From whom? From whom did you receive this letter?
The tower.
He scowls and he says, the tower is... Mortals. The tower is not one entity. It's several sub-organizations. Which bureau? What branch?
Would I know like what he was like, who he was like trying to get answers from?
Yes, all... you don't understand the, like, nature of Heaven's hierarchy. So, like,
Okay.
it had a seal. It had an official, like, seal on it. But it
had
was
a-
written in Celestial.
From what I remember, though, it said like from the office of. It was very
Yes,
specific
yeah.
about what. I
It
can't
was.
remember exactly what it was. So if you remember,
It was the...
that,
Yeah, basically, like, the Bureau
Something
of
of
Divination
Divination,
and
yeah.
Oracular Activity.
Yeah. Okay. So I say the letter was signed from the Bureau of Divination.
He rolls his eyes and he says, well, they're a little bit overworked right now. A lot of people uncertain, asking questions. A lot of praying to be done. So if you didn't get the answer that you need... He shrugs.
Why? Why is everybody praying all at the same time? Is it because of this?
Yeah, he gestures and he says, the very boundaries of creation have been penetrated by an alien force. There are enemies in the street that heaven cannot even see. So yes, I think that they are very busy with these sorts of things.
Okay. So the gods are busy trying to... Are you saying the gods cannot answer, or there's too many requests coming in?
Make a persuade check.
Okay. 21.
Okay, he says, you want to speak of too many requests? You ask so many questions. I will tell you this. There is unrest here on earth and there in heaven as well.
Okay.
I cannot give you the answers you need because to do so would take more time. I need you to go to do these things, and perhaps when there's more time, I can give you the answers that you need. Yeah.
he's taking a dramatic pause
Yeah.
to think.
Pauses and thinks about what was just said
Yeah.
very carefully, thinking of his answer.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
there as
Yeah.
well. I think Berg actually, once there's this pause, is like,
And I know you don't like this, but what of Ramus and the turtle?
Ramus and your friend are in the hands of the Immortals now. They are untouchable to us for the time being. We're working on it. We have agents everywhere.
So your inaction caused them to be in the hands of the Immortals.
It was fated. There was nothing anyone could do.
Speaking of fated, I have one last question.
Make it quick.
I will. When I was in Utrix's domain, I met a being, a creature of some sort, in an oubliette, far below his observarium. No,
Seclusion.
seclusium. Thank you.
Yep.
Far below his seclusium. He appeared to me as one of my kind, whether it was fate or whether it was tricked. I freed that being, and then Utrix's domain fell apart, and many things were released.
Demons.
Demons.
He shakes his head. He says, demons, we understand. Amara, we know. We can see them, feel them. They are incorrect, and they can be hunted. This is part of what we do. These things are something new. If whatever you did outside of creation helped allow these things in, if I were you, I would go to my grave with that knowledge. Do not tell anyone else this. When all of this is cleared, they will be looking for someone to hang for it. Do not let it be you. Heaven's punishments are severe.
I explained like what the situation was with this thing, and the imprisonment, and the way he spoke to me, and that kind of stuff. And I explained like that the whole thing like came crashing, like his whole fucking domain like cracked and came crashing down, and invaders even came in from outside to claim Uhtred's land and, describe the brain dogs and all this shit.
Yeah. So he listens, and you finish, and he says, "That's what you call keeping it quick." Listen, this sounds like a fairy tale. I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I don't have time for fairy tales now.
It happened.
If whatever you let out of that place is here, I hope you do not ever encounter it.
So you have no idea. This is nothing you've heard of, or
If it is strong enough to kill one of the Sahir as quickly and as simply as you say, it cannot be anything that we have ever conceived of before. So I'll just throw it in the big pile of things that are happening that no one seems to understand. I will keep in mind your story as I, like gestures at the pile, continue my work. If anything turns up that I think you would be of use in explaining, I will let you know. But until then, we have a target. Please. Time is of the essence.
Does Berg already know like the exact target as he told him?
Yeah, you know the neighborhood, and you don't know what it is. He just says like something is causing a disruption, a disturbance in this neighborhood.
There's
I need you
never
to
a
find it.
specific target.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Go find out what's happening.
Yeah, go there. Whatever it is that's causing this disruption, go there and wreck it. Just break it to pieces.
Yeah. All right. Berg looks at Solly to see if there's anything else that he's saying, because Berg doesn't have anything else.
if we come back from this mission successfully, will you help me find a way to find this creature from the oubliette?
I have priorities, and finding your invisible friend is not on my list. Come to me again when the city has burned. We will speak in the ashes. Then, if you are still alive, I will help you find whatever it is you're looking for.
So I have your word. It is done.
He grins. Of course.
As you say that to him, Berg kind of lifts up his shackle and looks at it, thinking about when Hassan mentioned that he'll help him with that eventually, but now it's not the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a long time
That
ago.
was like 10 years ago. Yeah.
He doesn't say anything, but that's just
Right.
what you see and what Berg is
So
thinking.
the two of you then leave his office and have your goal before you. So I think several hours later, night is starting to fall. You haven't been brought like food or water or anything. You're just like sitting in here.
Do you just make us some?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. And the door opens suddenly, sort of startling you from whatever you're doing, and you see that clerk there again, and he looks like a little frazzled, like he's kind of like a little shaken, and he kind of like gets himself together, and he says, "Gentlemen, this way, please, quickly now."
Yeah, I'd look towards Ramus, and guess we're doing this.
All right, let's follow.
Okay. All right. So you step out, and it's him, and then about a half dozen of the Harisa like elite guards. They have these like the masks that cover their face, and they have the spears and the scarlet cloak over their heavy armor.
Right.
And they escort you on a long walk through the keep, and you can see as you travel slowly the keep becoming less and less primitive looking in construction and more ornate until you've kind of organically flowed into the palace proper. Everything in the palace is one of three colors: black, white, or gold. The stone floor is like polished white marble. There are black drapes like hanging, and then gold accents for everything. And you are led to a fairly simple-looking, just black wooden door, and the clerk looks like actively like nervous just being in the presence of it. And he says, "The page awaits beyond. For your own sakes, and for mine, for bringing you here, please do not displease them. Tell them what you know. Demand nothing, and you may survive. Good luck, gentlemen." And he opens the door and gestures for you to go in.
Yeah, I think we walk in, and I'm just like, what? Why do we need luck? We take a step in.
Okay.
Okay. So you walk in, and inside the room, it is it's a long, kind of like a long, like almost like a wide hallway. Like it extends, and it's about 20 feet wide and just goes like out. It's quite dark. It's lit by little lanterns that are floating in the marble pond that's on either side. There's two of these big ponds, and there are white like paper lanterns in the shape of lotuses just like floating in the pond. You can see something like moving under the water, but it's quite dark. So it's got these flickery lights, and the surface of the water is like a little oily, like reflective. And there is a carpet before you that extends out into the hazy dark beyond. The door clicks shut behind you.
All right. Is there any light at the end of this room?
Yeah, there's so if you look, we look up this like black carpet, and there is a raised sort of dais at the end. It's a stone, like 3 or 4 steps, white stone, and then there's a black curtain drawn all the way around it. So whatever, like ostensibly the page is like in there.
Right.
Next to it, there are 2 stone lotuses that have like flickering flames in them.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just start.
Did you actually see them face to face when you met or were they behind a curtain like this?
It was face to face. He would.
Okay.
They should recognize me. I mean,
Okay.
and I kind of like go down.
Did you meet with this one or a different one?
They were all there.
Okay.
We'll see.
So as you walk, you notice that the surface of the water, like the water gets less and less deep as you go, and so you're able to see more and more of the bottom. At first, the water seems to cover like a strangely carved floor, sort of like a rippling like surface of the stone of the floor. But as this arches up, you realize that it's not that the floor is getting lower, but it's that there is a pile of bones, like polished white human bones, that just fill this pond.
Yeah.
And as you walk, the archways on either side like come up out of the water until they're just like piled around the feet of these lotuses, just skulls, like skulls and femurs and like rib cages, all just like piled up around these 2 like burning like lotus statues. And then in the middle, there's the sort of drapery around the dais.
And if I remember right, that's how they survive, right? They take.
I mean, there's a rumor. They're immortal. All you know is that they can't die. They've been taken out of the cycle of reincarnation.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, we approach the stairs, I guess, to the platform.
So you just walk up to it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's like a second or 2 of silence, and then a voice comes from beyond the diaphanous curtain. And if you squint, you can kind of make out like there's a shape. Someone is sitting cross-legged. Someone very small, like a child, is sitting cross-legged inside, but you can't see through very well. The curtains move slightly with the breeze, but you can't see the person. And a voice comes out. And again, it's like a child's voice. You can't place if it's like a boy or a girl child. And it sounds like a little bemused and says, what? You don't kneel before an immortal.
Does it matter to you?
Of course it matters.
Only for pleasantries, though.
Bow, fools.
Since turtles don't bow very well, I kind of like help you like make the movement.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he doesn't like move very
The
easily.
shell hits the leg as you bend the knee, and it's quite difficult.
Do not bore me with your petty biology.
Well, we're kneeling.
You have been brought here to give us answers. What did you see in Utrix's realm? I hear he's dead.
Well, where to begin?
Oh, there's so much. Utrix was killed by his mother. Do you know who she is?
She died a long time ago. Are you saying she was brought back to life? Creature of undeath, perhaps?
He told us himself as he was fading away by the very creatures that are destroying your city, destroying his body. And he said he saw his mother.
The Farang have been known to use nostalgia against us. People seeing their dead children, lost loves. Things long forgotten, but tormentous yet. This is what Utrix saw. One of these foreigners killed him.
You said Farang.
Yes,
Is that the word for what we common people refer to elves?
a peasant word both. Farang, from the Court of Swords, means outsider. We have adopted it for our purposes.
And this And I reach into the bag once again, like I've been showing this to everyone.
Look at my bug.
I've got this scarab. It seems to be a cause for disturbance.
Yes. The creatures use them to eat magic.
Is this one dead? I tried putting it next to what I seemed to be a magical creature, and it did nothing.
So the curtain like parts slightly, and this like pale, like white pale, like child's hand emerges, and on the caps of its fingers are like gold like claws. Like
Yeah.
they've got them over them, and it just extends this like soft porcelain hand. It says, "Give it to us.
Will this kill you?
Give it to us."
Do you want me to take it out of the bottle?
And the hand just like makes a little grabby motion.
Give it to him.
I don't want him to die, and I put the bottle in. his
Okay,
hand.
so it takes it and like withdraws into the curtains.
It's still got the flesh in there too.
Yeah.
Disregard the ogre flesh. It was an experiment.
Experimentation is useful. There's a moment. This one has died. It is of no use to us. And the bottle just kind of like punk, 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 like bounces down the stairs to your feet.
Yeah, I like scattered to collect it and put it back in my goods.
Yeah.
These beetles, where do they come from? I've been trying to understand.
They come from wherever the Farang come from. A place outside.
What's most troubling is we've seen them in this Court of Swords, too. They're not just here.
Their presence is insidious. But we care not for the Court of Swords. Whether it lives or dies, we care for the city. And now, Ramus Krill, we are beset on all sides by enemies. Tell me, what do you love most?
Oh, well, I would have to say,
You're quite fond of money. You like money.
no, money leads to the thing I do like most, which is power.
Power. Yes, we understand this well. Would you give up your god for power? Turn your back on it?
I laugh. To see if how. Of course not, Ramus. You're
Y-
quite fond of that.
You mean accept the power of the Mara?
No. Though they are a concern, they are being held at bay. I question your loyalty. If you can be trusted to serve the city, we have many gifts to offer you. To offer you both. Power, wealth, influence.
Do you have any books?
We have had millennia to accumulate an understanding of creation.
Quite like books. They have lots of books, Ramus.
Yes, they do. Probably knowledge that no turtle should ever have.
Well, there's no knowledge that no turtle should ever have. What a silly statement.
How do we know you have such power? You say you do, but how do we know that you actually have it?
You yet live. Our mercy is great. The fact that we even offer you a gift instead of breaking open your skull and drinking from the knowledge within should show you our willingness to bargain.
What is it you want from us?
The wizardess Inanna. She has been obstinate. You have a way with the Sahir? We wish you go to her. Show her the errors of her ways. Convince her to join our cause. Failing that, murder her.
In the middle of all this, you want us to just take off and go visit Anana?
Yes.
As we are now, I don't think we have the power to battle such a force.
You had not the power to battle Utrix, and yet by your action Utrix died.
Well, that
I
was
That is
Trust.
true.
I trust you will find a way.
well, that was not my intended action. When we destroyed the replica fountain, it was just a.
Intention is irrelevant. Results are what matter.
It also might have not been me. It could have been Calimont. whatever happened to him.
Who do you serve?
We serve the city. The city burns. Servants of the tower, enemies from without, all seek to take the tower or take the city from the world. We protect it and its citizens
At any cost.
at any cost.
Could you not work together with the tower to fight against these Farang, I think you said?
It cannot be done. The time for debate has ended. We must show them force.
I just look at Ramus.
Well, we do want to save the city. And we do want to stop the Farang.
Those could coexist, could they not?
Mm-hmm.
But what about... if I look towards the... Like, how close is he to us? I guess I'm just going to try to whisper. He's probably going to hear it anyways. I'm just like, but what about Berg and Kalimat? They're with you-know-who.
We don't know what's going on with them right now.
So it does occur to you, Ramus, that there is a fine line you're treading here, where there may come a time where you are betraying the tower on some fundamental level that it's just like, no more magic for you. Like, you're not a cleric anymore. Fuck that shit. So you'll be like, please, tower, let me have magic. And they're like, no, sorry. You're fired. That is a risk that you run. You're skating on thin ice here by even like being like, I like power more than I like my gods. So it does occur to you. Not saying don't do it, but just saying like you're dangerous waters.
Mm-hmm.
I turn to the page. Where are the other three, I believe, that I met
The king,
long ago?
The king and queen are occupied with matters diplomatic. The knight does as it does. There is battle to be won.
Well, what do you wish to do, Ramus?
Hmm.
We could at least go speak with Anana. I could devise some way to... We'll see, maybe.
I was to test your knowledge first, to see just how truly powerful you are. Why is it... Why is it that... How could heaven in its divine glory misplace my soul?
Make a charisma save.
Uh-oh.
Oh, charisma.
Oh, no.
Save. Not a check.
You did.
Charisma saving throw.
Hey.
It's pretty good.
20.
Okay. Your selfish impertinence, even in times of crisis, amuses us, Ramus Krill. I think what you love most is yourself. Think on this. A lesson we learned millennia ago. Heaven is not perfect. Now, if you wish to please us, and in front of you, flickering illusion appears, limned in black, white, and gold, of a subset of the city, a kind of hologram of part of the city of Brass. Glowing within it is a sphere of nothing, right? So you see buildings, and then they just cut off, and you see streets, and then just nothing. There's this absence orb.
Yeah.
And they say, the page says, the Farang employ devices of some provenance to shroud themselves from us. There is an entrance to Inanna's realm lost somewhere within this area. Find the thing obscuring it from our sight and destroy it. Then we can reveal to you the gateway to Inanna's realm. Speak with her, convince her, or kill her. We care not. She cannot belong to the other side. Tell her, if she wishes to continue having a pleasant relationship with the Immortals, she is needed.
And say we don't.
The gift of death has been denied us for as long as can be remembered. but it is a gift we give easily to those who displease us.
Well, that sounds very reasonable, don't you think, Raymond?
He does make a good argument to at least hear him out. And
I think we'll go and do this.
I don't think we have much of a choice.
I think we'll go and do this. Is there anything else you wish of us? May I stand up?
You may.
Yeah, stand up.
And then the little hand like just appears and kind of like waves you off, and they say, "Go. Do not fail us in this."
Yeah, I turn and start walking.
Okay.
You follow?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the two of you head out. Let's do a quick goal check for the two of you, and then we will press on. So, Sully Haffa. Nice shot, Max.
Good job, Max.
Sully Haffa, you have discovered the origin of the scarabs.
I know they're from the Farang.
Yeah, I think that's about as far as you're ever going to be able to get with that, at
Okay.
least for now. So that one is resolved. So you'll get 1,500 experience for that.
Okay.
I think understand a spell of Ramus's. You failed that check, so you're still working on it.
Yeah.
And then you haven't found out what price Calumet paid for the caravan's horses.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll...
But you can get rid of that one if you want to. So think on what you want your next ones to be.
Yeah.
Ramus, you have find out why heaven's not answering, which, funnily enough, we had Calumet figure out, but you weren't there for that. But if Calumet tells you, you can resolve that goal. You have find out about Tulpa or the elves from the city of Brass, and then observe Berg's rage, which you haven't had a chance to do yet, or you tried but didn't get a chance to succeed. So would you like to keep your goals or shuffle them around?
I will get rid of the Observe Berg one.
Okay.
And my other second goal is speak to the tower about what their goals are with the city of Brass.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So your goals are find out why heaven's not answering, find out more about the Tulpa or the elves from the city of Brass, and then speak to a representative of the tower about their goals. Figure out what they're about. Lots of like scoping shit out. Okay. Sully, what do you want your goals to be?
At the core, I want to outwit Anana, but that might also just mean prove to Anana that, I'm worth I'm worth more than a normal mortal.
Outwitting her is one approach, or making her scared of you, or like respect you, or whatever.
I just want to prove to her that, I'm a turtle not to fuck with, basically.
Yeah, you're an exceptional mortal and not just nobody.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not an easy goal, but it's an admirable one.
Exceptional immortal who is a turtle.
Yeah,
Mortal turtle.
that'll probably just be like a very high skill check roll.
Not just a mortal. I'm a turtle. Yeah, it's perfect. I like it.
And then the other one, what was your goal?
There's
with
definitely like a future arc for Sully where he just becomes a Sahir.
That's the send-off, yeah.
Yeah, the great sage turtle.
Yeah. What was your one with the...
He who knows all.
The tower? What was your goal?
We know what the Immortals want. Now I want to find out what the tower wants. Like, now I know there's 3 fronts on this war. What's the other one it wants, basically?
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, Sully thinks that everyone should, that the Farang are the true enemies here. And so that he wants to rally everyone against them.
Okay.
Granted, that might be a long goal from now, but...
Sure. I mean, convince the tower and the Immortals to work together against the Farang.
Yeah.
I like it. It's big. Okay, so that one's... You've got prove to Nana that you're an exceptional mortal, convince the tower and the Immortals to work together. Okay. And then, what was your third one?
Hold on, let me close this. I think I'm close to understanding.
You're still working on the
spell of Ramus at
Sure.
its core, yeah.
Okay, great. All right. So the group of you are led from the two of you are led from the palace, basically given the heave-ho and turned loose on the city. So meanwhile,
Yes.
over here, where are you guys going? What are you doing? What's happening?
Things.
Stuff. You're gonna have to tell me specifically so we can continue with the narrative.
Is that how RollPlay
I don't need to
works?
tell you, Adam. I'm just doing stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I've been thinking about it. Write my own Berg fan fiction.
Berg, what kind of tasks are you, or what task are we tasked with?
It's not usually so clear. Go to a place, find out what's wrong, stop the thing that is wrong.
Okay. So do we have at least a place to go?
Yes,
Do you have no idea what thing we're supposed to do?
no,
Okay, sounds like fun.
welcome to the tower.
Well, I hope not to stay that long. I really just want to complete this task and get my fucking questions answered.
So the two of you are walking out the front doors of this house, this great tower, out into the normally the kind of forbidden courtyard. This big circular area, as long as the shadow of the tower is wide. And you step out into the dwindling light of the day. But the courtyard now is full of people, most of whom are praying, some of whom are like offering sacrifice to the tower to like stop. Like the tower is responsible for all destruction and chaos, and they're like basically praying to the tower, like, we understand, enough has burned, please, because your average person doesn't understand that there's like weird outside of fate like creatures in the city. They're just like, bad things are happening, and when bad things happen, you can pray to the tower to be like, please go away, please stop, please stop hurting us. We understand the lesson. Yeah, please let the star shine on us and get out of here.
So they're inside the courtyard?
Darkness. They're inside so there's no barrier. There's no like wall.
Oh, okay.
It's
just
just
been
bad
implied.
luck. You
It's
just
been
don't
implied
go
you
in
don't
there
go
because
there,
if the
right.
tower's shadow falls on you, it's like, well, you're dead. Like you're gonna go home and your cat's died and your wife leaves you and your house burns down.
Right.
Lose your
Bad-
shoes.
bad
It's just
juju.
Bad. Yeah. But now the courtyard is full of people who are just like willing to pray for some change.
If they only knew that they could do whatever they want right now without...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could steal City Hall.
Yeah. So the two of you are walking out of the tower, and you see this group
Oh,
of people
God.
like who are just, they don't pay attention to you. They're just like staring up at the tower and like weeping.
Oh,
and
good.
wailing. Yeah.
So he gave us a general... I mean...
He told you've got a pretty good idea of where to start looking.
Okay. So I guess we would head out that way. Also, by the way, on the way out of the barracks, I'm just grabbing health pots on health pots on.
They don't have them just lying around.
Yeah.
Lay down. It's a barracks. It's the war room.
It doesn't quite work like
I
that.
grab a magical shield on the way out too.
It's like a video game though. You got to pay money for them weirdly, even though they're like on your team.
Even though they're on your
team. Is that you're the only person?
So the quartermaster who's like
want.
working on your ship.
You're the only person who can stop all the zombies. It's gonna be $40 a bullet. Man.
Why don't you come back when you got money?
Yeah, sorry. This is how capitalism works. All right, I don't give a fuck.
We're gonna take a little bit more of your soul, Bird.
So
Come back alive.
So the two of you leave, and these people, you just walk. You're kind of walking through a crowd of people who are like on their knees, like wailing and praying and saying sacred sutras to like get the tower's attention so they can appease it, and then it'll back off.
Bird's like ignoring him and
Totally.
walking forward.
Just walking through.
Is Sally paying any attention?
Oh yeah, Kali. But yeah,
God, I keep you
It's
guys'
okay.
name. It messes me up because
Just-
it's Sally
just-
Kali.
just say Kalimat.
Yeah.
Kalimont, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm definitely taking an eyeful, looking around and seeing this. This is what it means to be a servant of the tower. You have to see this.
Yeah, exactly.
Destruction breeds suffering, but also has rebirth. So there's definitely two sides to the coin, or two sides to the coin of the tower.
Yeah, totally. So you pass through this crowd and then out into the streets of the city. So you want to just head in the direction of that neighborhood?
Yeah. We don't have any gold, do we? Do you have
Kalimat's
gold?
got
I have a
some
little
gold.
bit. I have a handful. Nothing like substantial.
I think Berg says to you, like,
How much gold do you have?
Couple hundred.
I wonder if it's worth getting any supplies before we go on our task.
I don't know. That would be up to you. I'm not sure what we're doing. I don't know. Like, I hope it doesn't take like a night where we have to have food and that. I'm hoping it's just go there, find out what's wrong, fix it, come back.
I'm sure it'll be a milk run.
Berg like
always milk, right?
Berg like thinks back to Hassan saying like, just go. And he like snaps to him. He's like,
Never mind. No time.
and then just keeps moving.
Okay. All right. So the two of you, it does take several hours. It's dark by the time you arrive in this neighborhood, and you slowly see, like, this isn't like the slums necessarily. This is like a kind of middle class like neighborhood where artisans and merchants might live, kind of the lay people of the city. And as you get into that neighborhood, you notice more and more like buildings are just like abandoned, like people are just not around. They've fled the neighborhood. I think you walk by an area that looks like there was a battle here. There are no bodies around, but there are like long scorch marks on a wall. There's a statue in the center of like a little square that you walk through that's been severed at the hips, and the top is just missing. There's just like a flat line where it was. Yeah, and the further into this neighborhood you get, the more these kind of like strange, like it's an abandoned, there's no stray dogs or anything, and the like more ominous and sort of strange it becomes. There's signs of that things aren't quite right.
You said there's just like straight lines, like a laser came through.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so Berg just flashes back to, that construct or whatever, just like the light, the laser-esque sort of things that just blasted through, and he's...
Be careful, Gully. It may be very, very dangerous.
You look as if you know what created this cut and the disappearance of the top of the statue.
No, I don't know what it is. Have I seen it before? Yes. It is nothing you have ever faced. Step carefully.
You really know how to inspire somebody with confidence.
You're saying that like to yourself, Berg's like still walking.
Yeah.
So are the two of you attempting to move like stealthily through?
No, I was actually going to stop
Yeah.
and say, I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to pose an idea to you. I would like, since I have the glasses and I have these new shoes that allow me to jump, and also I'm a bit sneakier than you, I was thinking I would get to an elevated position so I could see the lay of the land with my, magical spectacles, and also... would it be possible to like go roof to roof or not?
Oh
like,
yeah,
even with my jumping
especially
boots?
you're
Okay.
jumping the magical boots of Jordan.
Yeah,
you
the
can-
Longshanks escape.
yeah.
When did he get magical jumping boots? Was
It's
I
like a
around
while
for this?
back.
I
I stole
snagged
them from the same thing where you got the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh,
snagged from the
yeah.
treasury.
You got the
one.
glasses and the boots. Because while y'all were like fighting and doing stuff, Zeke was like, "I'm gonna steal some from the pile." So we got.
Yeah,
two
he
items.
rolled really well too.
Did I get anything? I don't even remember.
No, me and you rolled really.
That's right. You
bad.
guys like fumbled and got some gold.
You rolled a 1.
I woke up
Um,
woke up the gold rust monster somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could
Okay.
just like jump up on and like onto the roof and like
Yeah.
run around up there. Yeah, totally.
But I'm asking like, what do you think, Brooke? Would that? I'll warn you of any danger. I'll whistle if any danger is coming your way.
You stay close.
Of course. Berg, after all this time, do you not trust me?
Not a matter of trust. A matter of you living or dying.
Well, that warms my heart, Berg. That was almost as good as a hug.
Go.
Yeah, it's like now, please leave.
Yeah,
Stop.
exactly.
Just get the other.
And I just smile at him.
Okay. All right.
He does care.
Make a stealth roll
'Kay.
first.
Stealthy stealth. 13.
13. Okay.
Fucking hell, man.
Well.
13,
All right.
Jesus.
Duly noted.
I don't. Besides your crit, it's just been a bad day for you.
It's been like acrobatics, like everything that I'm good at, I'm just failing.
Have we failed a roll?
So
on
here's the
this
thing:
side?
you jump and then you.
I
you
think
fall.
so.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
Just
That's
fall and die. You take
Yeah.
another 20d6 damage.
So we passed our acrobatics rolls.
Oh,
So
that's true. Yeah.
you
that was
you,
my stealth roll, though.
you climb up onto the roof. Now these areas, they're not the tall sort of palatial mansions of some of the other places. So they're like 3 or 4 stories at a time.
Sure.
But from up here, you can see. Make a perception check with advantage because you have your spectacles.
Yep. Okay.
Nice.
18.
Okay.
Plus
yeah, you've got bonus.
20. So plus 4, 22.
Okay. All right. So we see from your perspective, we see him like hop up a couple of times, leap up onto a roof, and like take a look around, and you can see this like sleepy neighborhood. It's comatose, really. And then the further you get in, the more you can see. I think because like twilight, it's getting dark. Or it's actually probably dark now. You can see a faint like flickering. So if you're looking kind of through this like dome-shaped flicker, and you don't really like you see it better out of the peripheral vision. Like when you look away, you kind of detect movement, but then you look and it's still.
Okay.
So there's some kind of distortion in the air, and it seems to be originating a couple of miles off to the south.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what's interesting here is just you're up here looking, and then we follow, and then on the other side of the neighborhood, the two of you following the Immortals lead, you have headed to this area, I presume.
Yep.
So. Yeah, so you've gone down into this neighborhood, and you're discovering exactly the same things from the other side, right? Things slowly getting like quieter and like weirder and eerie, and then suddenly like you just realize like there's no sound. There's just like your own breathing and the quiet of the city, and maybe like you can hear distantly echoing off the cloud cover like maybe battle somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, this neighborhood is unusually quiet. And
Are we being
it's dark.
stealthy? Or am I asking you about your religion?
I think we're talking about like what just happened at the Immortals.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're obviously freaking psycho. They're so latched onto this city, they're afraid to let go of it, and they'll do anything they can to hold on to it.
I'm sure they have their reasons.
They do. Greed. Something I'm familiar with.
That's not psychotic. They're just greedy.
They're addicted to this power, and they don't want it to go.
That sounds like someone I know.
But I don't have a power to be addicted to yet.
Well, you're quite powerful. That's
I've always
made
wanted to be.
I'm just a
addicted to
modest.
power.
I'm just a modest cleric.
made that chicken creature disappear in thin air. Still don't understand it.
Well,
Chicken creature.
Somewhere there's a pseudo wyvern that's just like, not a chicken.
well, it was pretty big.
Yes.
It's scary.
In a whole minute, it was quite remarkable. I don't believe that there's good and evil in this world, just gray. And everyone has their own ambitions, but if you can make other people work together.
Elephants are gray.
But is that your quote, smart? Ramus, where did that?
You spent a lot of time with Berg, all right?
Right. Listen, Ramus Krill understands that there are two things in the world that are not black and white: morality and elephants.
Yeah, I'm just
How
like
is morality like an elephant?
No, hold on. Wait,
tis
can we
gray.
just pause and notice that the DM, were you just
Just nothing. Just don't worry about it.
motherfucker roll the dice? We rolled a 20 sided, got an 18.
It's true. I did.
I
you,
saw
you
that.
say elephants are gray, and I'm just
saw
like,
that
what?
I felt
You've been hanging around Berg too much. What does that have to do with anything?
So the two of you are talking and walking and not
Yeah.
super paying attention to what's going on around you, and so you hear a crunch. You step on something. You hear like something break, and you like lift
Yeah,
your foot.
Pick up my
Okay.
tortoise
Little
foot.
chunks of like gold, like film or metal, like are broken on the ground.
Does it look like a shell?
You can crouch down, take a
Of
look.
an
It's
insect?
pretty dark. I know you have dark vision.
No. I make some light happen with prestidigitation.
I think you actually need to cast the light spell. I don't think
I'll,
prestidigitation
I'll,
will
okay.
I'll
make it.
cast light for you. Since
Yeah,
you-
I do
sorry.
nothing, and then he maybe
You
just
step
from
on.
behind.
You spot all of a sudden, like it's dark, in an alley, a white light like appears some miles away. You can just make it out in the corner of your vision.
So I just do a light like.
Mm-hmm.
I look down at
Berg looks in that direction.
I mean,
Is there-
you're down in
there's-
the street, so you can't
there's
make
no
out.
sight line?
Yeah, there's no sight line to it.
okay,
Looks back up like,
and I point in that direction.
Berg, like, as he says, he's just like,
Yeah.
it's just another person saying Berg first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so-
I'll go first, like and signal like and tell him when it's like if it's clear or whatever.
okay.
He
So Berg-
makes the hand signals for "I want to kiss your sister" on Friday.
Yeah.
Berg keeps going.
Okay, all right.
can.
So you're heading towards the light?
Yeah, towards light, and I think Berg
Okay.
looks up every now and then, like towards him. Like,
Keep
just
an eye
to-
on
just
where
to
he
is.
see-
Yeah,
just
yeah,
to see
just
where he's
to-
going.
Because you're up above and you have some moonlight through the cloud. So there's a little bit of like ambient light, and you have dark vision, so you can
Yeah,
see the streets.
I just thought like, my sister is a saint.
Yeah. You don't touch my sister or I'll kill you. And you're like, yeah, all right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Got it.
So cool. So back over here on the west side of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you have light. You crouch
Lights
down.
up. I just
Yeah.
wanna
So
look
there's
at
like a bunch of the beetles, but
Yeah.
they're you stepped on one. And it broke, but the rest of them, their shell is sprung open. Their like wing casing is open, and they're hollow on the inside. And they're all just inert, just lying like on the ground with their little shell casing popped
Okay.
open.
I like pick one up and just like.
Yeah, like when you touch it, it just crumbles to like gold dust.
Is it actually gold though, or is it just gold in?
You do not have the ability to discern at a
Understand that?
glance from
Yeah.
like if you took the dust and you like poured it in some stuff and alchemically like
Yeah.
tested it, you could figure out if it's true gold or not. But it's
Yeah.
gold in certainly.
Okay. Well, in doing so, Ramus, these are the scarabs. They're everywhere. Like kind of like unfolds in front of us. They're all across the ground.
Yeah,
I
there's
assume.
like about 30 or 40 of them just like laying across the street.
These things, I believe, are drawn to magic, so it would make sense that they were maybe near this
Mm-hmm.
area of Ananas.
Why are they empty though?
Perhaps they've found whatever was here. Safeguards to Anana's realm. I'd like scoop up a giant handful.
Yeah, they all just crumble. So you can get like a handful of dust.
Yeah, I'm just putting
It's like
dust.
gold sand.
I'm putting dust into the jar with the other one.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Going to collect this, perhaps. I don't know. You never know what you.
Now I want to take a look around and see if anything's like around us, like looking. So perception check,
Investigation.
investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, 5.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's just a bunch of buildings. You can't really
Yeah.
you can't really tell anything special. No.
Yeah. Well, where did they say it was? It was just somewhere around here.
You said there's Anana's realm is somewhere inside this place, but they can't see past the device from the aliens or the other creatures. The Farying, they said.
Well, let's go and maybe take a couple steps forward. Should we? Do you think it would be okay to
I find it
cast a spell here?
suspicious though that they're in front of her realm.
And how so? Were they not just devouring the magic, as we
And
thought?
she sent us to Utrix, knowing that we couldn't battle him.
Well, we had nothing on us
And
when
she
we left the realm.
investigated Berg.
She
for long.
investigated Berg.
She scanned him and investigated him.
Yes, Berg spent some time he can't remember in Anna's company.
She had to have known.
Do you think this was all? Do you think she made a deal with the Farang?
It's possible.
I wonder.
There's a slight chance she didn't know, but there's.
Berg was never left alone with Utrix, though.
She knew that we couldn't battle Utrix, but something. She wanted Berg there.
It would make sense that she sent us as an envoy of death, but we were not the machines.
We had no
It
hope.
was-
Yeah, we had no hope of stopping him or doing anything. She just wanted Berg there.
You might
But
be
why?
right. Well, to kill him.
Because he's the only one that could stop her.
It makes sense. It's quite a lofty goal. I don't know why the Sahir would want to fight with each other and to the death. They usually play games with one another, but death is never part of that game.
And her ally when we met the weird one with the sword. Something's up.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K, Ramus.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that are like
You can see Ramus just drawing the
yeah,
string.
it's like in the my
I don't want to say
thing.
Farang, but it's Farang.
Well, let's perhaps ask her. These are great.
Yeah, let's keep
Questions?
going, but yeah, it's some all this stuff just clicked at once.
It's a Sherlock Holmes moment. It's like,
Yeah, wait.
I was right behind. I was going to get all that. I was just seeing if you were.
oh, of course, of
Yeah.
course.
All right. So you guys, what are you gonna do? You just continue towards the center of the district where the sphere of unknowing is.
Yeah.
Is there still light?
Yeah, the light is moving.
Now
the light stays still for a moment because you're not seeing it directly, but you're seeing like the street and the light coming up from the street, but you can't like the alleys are all such that you can't see the source of the light, but it's moving.
Right. Okay.
It starts moving again.
So, and I'm not close enough to actually hear any.
No,
whispers,
you're still like you're basically. If we looked at the
Okay.
map, you're moving towards. You're both moving towards the center.
Okay.
You're getting
Well,
closer
when-
and closer to the where you saw the shimmer.
When the light stops, I look down at Berg. Like I motion for him to stop.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
And then and I just put up my finger, and then when the light gets back to moving again,
Okay. So you guys are kind of pacing based on how fast they're going. So you guys would be the ones that reach the edge of the barrier first. So that flicker that I described to Zeke before, you notice it up the street, maybe 100 feet from you. There is a wall, like the edge of an invisible wall that if you look at it directly, you can kind of see there's something wrong. But if you look at it in your peripheral, it's like dancing and like kind of moving, and then you look directly and it just looks normal again.
Do I just recognize it immediately to be an illusion?
No, but you can make an Arcana check.
Can I have advantage because I'm from the School of Illusion?
You cannot.
God damn it.
Try
Figured
it.
I would
Damn it.
ask.
It's a good question.
You said Arcana?
And knowing you're not allowed helps too. Yeah, Arcana.
The
Decent.
22?
Yeah, I can definitely tell you it is not an illusion. It is some kind of like displacement space or something. There's like you've seen lots of spells take the form of like bubbles, and this might be something like that. It's the edge of a sphere.
Okay. With a 22, can I discern if it would be harmful to pass through it?
Not simply by looking at it from a distance, no.
Can I throw a rock through it?
Pick up a rock and huck it, and it just goes right through. Just thunk, bounces off the stone on the other side.
Ramus, you should go through first. I'll make sure nothing's behind us.
Oh, sound familiar, Berg? You're not around for them to make you go first this time.
Oh, really?
It usually works on Berg, and I walk forward.
Okay. All right. So you pass through the field, and I think this is when Kalimat you spot your friends. You see the light source is Ramus and Ramus and Salihafa. And I've got a map we can pop over to.
Cool.
So this is the sort of like neighborhood.
It's daytime.
It's not daytime. And I'll
That's
place.
it's the moonlight.
It's basically
it's so bright.
this street. These little things are entrances. Like you can see the ground is like a little bit different. Those are entrances into these buildings if you, for whatever reason, need to duck in there.
Gotcha.
And I will place y'all outside the edge of this sphere, and you can kind of see what's going on. So
I like just drawing on the map.
that's good.
It is me doing this.
It feels good to have some control over it. Literally anything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
An
let's-
explosion.
So, Kalimat, you're up on the roof, and Berg, you're down on the ground, and then Sully and Ramus, you're on the far side, over here. And Ramus, do you follow Sully Hoffa into the field?
Yeah.
It doesn't affect him.
If
He
I
just-
don't hear him scream in pain, then I'll follow.
Okay. Yeah, there's a faint tingling of the skin as you walk beyond the borders of this thing, and I think
We gotta zoom this map out a little bit.
once you step in, that is when you can see the thing that is causing
Oh boy.
this aura. So if you look ahead of you, stuck in the ground in front of you, it's in the street, and before you didn't see it, like it would just look like stone or whatever. It's about this tall. It is a sort of pyramidal, like fractal, like mineral of some kind, like sapphire, maybe it's bluish.
Okay.
And it seems to be like planted in or have grown up out of the ground. And when you walk in, you hear this like tinnitus, like this, like in your back of your ear.
Yeah.
And yeah, you feel like a faint tingle as you step in. Kalimat and Berg, you see
Yep.
Ramus and Salihafa.
Yep.
Glowing with light as they step into the field. Oh, I will say, as soon as you step into the field, the light goes off. Just gone.
They still see us?
I mean, they're gone. You're close enough to see them.
Yeah, I should be able to see them.
But yeah, Ramus, Ramus and Sully disappear. I
Oh,
mean,
so-
they're physically still there. You still see them, but their light source goes
light,
out,
yeah.
so it becomes too dark for you to see them.
But I looked down at Berg.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see them?
I motion like for him to come down.
Ramus, turn the light back. Why did you turn it off?
Sorry.
So you want to cast another spell?
Yep.
Nothing happens. You like pray for light, and there's no answer.
So I just go to Berg. Just go. Let's go. And I just continue on the roofs.
Okay.
Something's blocking the. Can you cast a spell?
Well, of course I can cast a spell. Why
Light
wouldn't I be able to
that trash right there on fire.
snap and try?
Nothing happens.
The light doesn't want to come on right now.
So you're like talking, and you see them, and that is when the other people who are present arrive.
Mother of shit.
So the door, I guess the doors are broken off of most of these things, but out of one of the inns, I gotta grab tokens for these guys.
Oh God.
Um,
What is it going to be?
We're fine. All's good.
We're completely useless in this fight.
Why? Because it's pitch black? Oh, because the magic. Anti-magic.
All
stuff.
you can't cast
All you can
spells.
do is melee something
Kill
with
the
your little
crystal.
quarterstaff.
Get your magic back.
I mean,
I
that's
don't even
a-
have a weapon.
that's
All
a
I can do is hit,
1d6.
like yell at them.
Yeah.
I can yell at them.
I mean, that
Harsh
you go take care
words.
of that thing in the center. Not that thing that he just put down, but
That's
that
true.
thing right there.
They get distracted. We could get to it.
Okay, so let me grab the other thing, and then we'll talk about what we're looking at here.
What is that?
So the portraits are just there to show like the pilot of the thing.
Oh.
The pilot.
Yeah, the
Great.
operator of the thing. So, boop, and there's two more. Okay.
You make it sound like it's like Da Vinci's like war machine.
Yeah, pretty much. So what you see come out of, I guess this guy comes out of here, come out of these hallways are, Farang. These are light armor. This is medium armor. And you've seen these before. You've seen these little guys before. This is just a bigger version. They appear to be like men made of gold. They have armor that encases their whole body. It's vaguely insectoid looking, so the backs are kind of like rounded, like a wing casing. They have claws that are made of the same like sapphire material that we see in the little stone. They have these impassive but beautiful faces with the eyes closed, just gold like face plates. And yeah, there are two small ones and a large one, and they just come out in sync, like out into the street. These two turn towards you. This one turns towards you guys.
They don't even know we're there.
Now roll initiative. You're not hiding. You're just standing
right.
out in the street.
We'll do Dan and I.
So yeah, hold on. Let me get the initiative order out.
Sure.
At last, we finally fight them. I hope it goes well.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we need to roll pretty well here.
Yep.
16.
All right. I need character sheets for these guys.
15. Not bad. Just remember that. I don't think he has written down yet.
D&D just gets scarier and scarier the higher level you get up.
Oh, yeah.
I've been told that you eventually become a god, but I
Yeah.
don't feel like it.
16.
Okay, so they have a plus. The light armors have a +2, and the medium armor has a +2. Okay. All right, so the red is the medium armor, and the black is the light armor. All right, so I got a 7 for the light armor, and an 8 for the medium. Okay, I'll add those, and then I'll get yours from everybody. So,
All right.
We're doing ours then.
Yeah. I think you're the last one to roll, Berg.
You already ruled?
Yep.
Rolled?
16.
You already ruled?
I rule. I
Nice.
rule.
Sick.
Royal rules.
Ja rule?
Ja rule.
All right,
Nice.
let me do
Oh, shit.
one of it here. First
'Cause you got
one,
advantage, right?
Yeah, it's 15. See if I can do better. Well, that's 16. With the okay, so 16 for me.
Okay, I'll add you in. So, Berg, you got a 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and then Kalimat.
16.
Nice. Okay.
did pretty
Salihafa.
good. 15.
So fast. You're
Yeah, we
ready
did
for
all pretty
danger.
good.
Okay, and then Remus.
16.
Okay, Remus. So Here we go. Wow, everybody got 16. All right, so Ramus, Kalimat, or Berg can go in any order. What would y'all like to do?
We don't see them at all, right?
Correct.
We don't know they're there.
That is correct.
Can
In
we see that
fact,
big guy walking away?
in fact, you can only see everything here is like
black?
not pitch black because there's like moonlight and stuff, but like
Dim lighting.
I mean, more than dim. I think you probably have like a little bit. You can see these guys in dim light, and you can make out that that's a thing. But the glow from this and the general lighting is such that you can't really like. You're essentially firing blind if you shoot at this guy.
Okay. I think what they see is Berg powering up.
Okay.
They see Berg enter into a rage.
This thing looks like it wants to kill whatever in its path.
Mm. Yeah,
Okay.
it steps
Yeah, no,
out. Steps out in turn and just goes and like unleashes these like big dagger long sapphire claws.
Holy fuck!
And he's just, fuck you.
Berg's useless if he's not fighting. So, like, what?
No, and I'm not.
Berg
I'm not-
doesn't go on a roof and
Yeah.
you know.
No, it's great. That's fine.
Yeah. So I think from the darkness, you guys see. Like,
No, I looked down at Berg, and I'm sure he like. I hope we can like
we
look at
hear
each
you
other
roar?
and just go like.
Yeah, like Berg looks like your indication of it's about to go down.
Yeah.
Is Berg looks up at you and just like
No,
you
no,
see
just
like,
like-
an aura start to go up about him.
Yep.
Okay. So
good with that.
you get to rage like for free, right? As part of your first action.
Yep.
If you have
Sorry
that,
about
since
that.
you're
And I get-
already enraged.
Yep.
Okay. So
And
I'll
I
add
get
that for
to
you.
act as normal, so I can, as long as that's the first thing I do on my turn, I can
Okay.
I can attack as if it's like a rage.
You got a free bonus action before combat started to
Yeah.
like kick you into rage.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So you are enraged. It is your turn.
He's 60 feet away, so I should be able to get right to him. And
You've got a move of what, 40?
40, yeah.
Yeah. So you can do one move. That's 40, and then there's still 20 feet to get to him, so you won't be able to attack.
Oh, I won't be able to attack.
Yeah.
You don't have haste anymore.
That's true.
Haste is so nice.
You don't have haste for now.
You won't be able to have it in here anyways.
So
All
yeah.
right. Okay, then I'll go my one movement, and then I guess I'll throw a javelin.
Sure. That's fine.
It's better than nothing.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, but there. Okay.
I don't actually know how many javelins I have because it's been so long since I've had it. I haven't used them all.
You have 10 javelins.
Nice. Okay. I mean, it stands to reason I would have replenished it at some
That's
point,
fine.
but we never really.
I'm not super
covered
worried about
that.
it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to huck
Is
a
it because you
javelin
know
at
the
that
javelins are going to do nothing?
dude? I'm not telling you shit.
All right.
So you come running up and just grab a javelin and fling it at him.
Fuck it, Adam. Yeah. But I rubbed some magic on it too. So, it is a +7 to attack
Yep.
and 1d6 +4 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this +7.
Ooh.
Is that a hit?
Ooh. That's not a hit, no. So you throw the javelin, and he just holds his hand up, and the javelin just turns to dust, and he puts his hand down.
So I do it again.
You're like, "Ugh, fuck you, throw another one. Yeah, you have 9 javelins now.
Yeah. Do it again.
Do it. Fucking do it. Give her. There
There
you
you
go.
go.
All right. So the field or whatever it used to stop the first one, you throw another one, and this one hits. So you can roll damage.
Sick. For a second, I thought you were just going to be like, yeah, he just turns it to dust again.
No.
All right. Is 1d6 +4. D6. So
3 damage.
1d6
Well, you're
plus,
raging.
plus 4, 7.
It's 7.
Oh, 7 damage.
I just
7
laughed because of the
damage.
3.
Very
He
bad.
fears you
Okay.
now.
It's damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So
And
you hit it.
I don't have one more. That
So
was
the
3,
javelin.
right?
No, that was you did 2.
But it
Move and an attack. And yeah, you get 3 attacks. If
Yeah.
you get a bonus attack from berserking.
It's one more.
Okay.
Well, to try anyways.
Just throw a cluster of javelins at them. 2. Okay.
All right.
That's fine. All right. So the one that does hit, hits it in the
Yeah, what is it?
torso,
Okay.
and it just like pulls it and throws the javelin aside, and continues on. You've definitely you can see there's a slight tear in its armor, but it's
can be
repairing.
killed.
All right. So Kalimat or Berg, whichever.
Or
Yeah,
Ramus.
it is
Or yeah. Sorry, I did Ramus when I meant to do Berg. All 3 of you go at the same time. So
Okay.
Berg went first, so he's down here now. Okay, Ramus or Kalimat.
So if okay,
Okay.
Can I? No, I want to know like how this would work. Like, is this how it's supposed to work? Like, I do the hide action,
Yes.
and then the sneak attack action.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're not already hidden, basically what you could do is move, so you could get a shot on him. Then take the hide action. Then come out of hiding to sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
what I
little.
want to
It's a
do.
little mechanical, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And your little boots let you jump
Yep.
right over there. But where do you want to go?
I want to be able to get to like on the back slope of the because it's sloped, right? The
Yeah,
roofs are
they
sloped.
tilt this way.
Okay, that's
So
what I
it's
want to do.
15, so 20, 25, 30, like that. So
Yep.
you're like, okay.
Yep.
I mean, he's pretty tall. He's like 10 feet tall. So you've like got a shot on it. He's got cover if you're going to shoot at him from here, but you'll have advantage. So
Okay.
hand crossbow is ready to go. Make your stealth
Yep,
check.
good,
All
okay.
you got to do, make a stealth check first. All you got to do is beat his passive perception, and then
Okay.
if you hit, or if you get this, you'll have advantage. No
25.
problem. Okay. Yep.
And then now the attack roll.
Yeah, and you have advantage. So roll 2d20.
Okay. There we go. Ooh, nice. 18 plus 7, 25.
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay, 25. Take a shot. Give me 3. Give me 2 more d6s.
Yeah, I have all the d6s over here
Thank you.
from falling time.
From falling damage, yes.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so
for you.
46
You fall off the roof.
plus. Oh, shit! Okay, 46 plus 7. Or 46 plus 4, pardon me. 10, 16, 20.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So you fire from above. The shot hits it in kind of the neck area. They have this sort of sarcophagus shape, so there isn't really like a neck, but it hits it in the top of the shoulder, and there's some sparks, and it turns like, oh, hey, look, somebody else to kill. And it notices you, but you've injured it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that means that it is Ramus. You got to go.
All right, so
Good luck.
So, oh wait, do I get another move?
You moved, you hid, and you shot. So now you're done.
Okay.
So magic's off. We're completely useless.
You cannot currently cast spells. That's right.
I would like to say to the creature in Elvish, we've returned from our mission for Inanna and are here to return to her.
Okay.
You can speak Elvish?
Yeah. So that's
Broken
we,
Elvish.
We hear this like strange like clicking sort of buzzing sound come from Ramus, and then the subtitles show like what he says.
Yeah.
And they both like look the two light armors like look at each other and then look back at you, and it doesn't seem to have had any effect. They seem to have understood you, but whatever you said didn't impact them.
Then I will move back out of the magic field.
Okay, so you just like run
Yes.
back that way. So we'll just
Beat a tactical retreat.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
you're,
forgot about the whole like they can't do any magic.
so you like running, but you're far enough that you're like outside the field.
Like Crystal needs to
Okay.
go down.
All right, Sully, what are you gonna do?
Can I make a? I guess it'll just be a. I'm gonna study where they're standing,
Mm-hmm.
and then just walk directly back out,
Mhm.
and then just shoot something in and see if it just.
Okay.
I won't really know if it hits because I can't see.
So you go
inside.
30 feet back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna shoot a. Let's just do a magic missile at level 1.
Okay. So you conjure a
Straight
magic
into the
missile,
field.
let it go. It flies the whatever 10 feet to the edge of the field, hits the field, and it just evaporates.
Those spells will work in or through.
That was the test.
Okay. Well, you know for sure.
Can I
now.
hear that tinnitus-y sound that we?
Yeah, inside the sphere you can. Outside it you can't. Okay, so the light armor, they're going to go. And let's see, 15 feet, huh?
Obviously, Berg and Kalimat have been able to see. Like, we know that our friends are over there, obviously, right? Yeah, we already established that.
I mean,
earlier.
it's dark though.
Well, I'm saying we do.
Kalimat can't see them.
I do.
But you can. You've got a light. That's on. Yeah.
yeah, you would.
You hear the loud roar of Berg flipping out earlier, so you'd
okay,
recognize
good.
it. You know Berg is around, and so there probably was a moment of like, is that Berg? Okay, so the light armor. Let's move these guys. So this one down here, He gets some kind of like command from the big one, nods, and then his back casing opens, and beetle wings go and flip out, and they flicker, and he like jumps up onto the roof.
Oh, motherfuck, that's awesome.
I was like, ain't that a bitch?
All right, so he goes.
He just sees and you're like, oh shit.
hi there.
And then he can fly another. What's their flight speed here?
Oh, good lord.
They don't need boots of jumping.
Where
That's
we're
right.
going, we don't need boots.
60 feet. Okay, so that was 15. So he can go another.
Another 45.
They ain't shit without their constructs.
So that one comes flying towards you. He gets to make a claw attack
They might just be the construct.
for +6. So, what's your armor class?
You need a 10 or better?
I miss. Okay.
You're not wearing armor?
16.
So
Oh.
yeah, it comes
Yes,
like
plus
flying,
6.
comes flying towards you, sort of chest out, claws out, and then it slashes at you, and you duck out of the way, and his claws just like rake the ground, and shingles go flying, and now this thing is like right up in front of you.
Okay.
The other one, I think, is going to pursue you nerds.
Yeah, you nerds.
So he heads off this way towards you.
Do you have? I can't. I'll ask on my
If he
turn.
comes out, then we can hit him with spells.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just stays at the very edge. Like, what up?
So he can't get close enough to hit you, so he's going to use one of his other weapons. Both of you need to make a DC 13 Wisdom save.
What's your wisdom?
I
I got a +5.
have a +7.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh,
That's
9.
a 2. That's a 3.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so the
We
both
both
of you.
fail.
So it comes flying forward, and its eyes start to glow, and then there's a.
Well, can we see through this portal thing? We have no idea, right?
The sphere isn't opaque. You can see through it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. You see it
okay,
moving
okay.
towards you. It stops at the edge, like it can't quite, like it wants to fly up and claw you, but it can't. So it gets within. It's about 15 feet away. Its eyes glow, and then there's like that sense of like when you're in an airplane, your ears pop.
Yeah.
But it's like it's in your brain, and you both take.
Your brain pops.
Your brain pops a little. Let's see, 19,
Okay.
22, 25 damage, 25 psychic damage.
Jesus.
And like there's this like kind of like like pressure and then sudden pain in your mind. And both of you have like weird, while this is happening, have weird flashbacks. So like Sully, you have a flashback to like Turtletown and some like painful memory there that slips away before you can like grab onto it.
Yeah.
And Ramus, you have a memory of the monastery, mixed with a memory of being like surrounded by angry gnomes attacking you with picks.
Jesus.
And it, just for a second, like just this horrible, sudden, crushing nostalgia pain, and then it's gone.
All right. I'm at
Um,
7. What are you at?
28.
Okay.
All right. So
7 and 28.
The big guy.
Oh boy.
That's-
One more of
let's
those,
see.
I'm out.
And he can move 40.
Well, you shouldn't fail wisdom saves, though. Like,
Yeah,
It
so
was
It's
that
you
probably for half damage.
Yeah,
would've
plus
been half
what?
damage, yeah.
It would have been half damage. Yep. So the
5,
medium
plus
armor,
5, yeah,
the
you-
medium armor approaches, and he gets two attacks.
It says heavy.
Uh,
I'm scared.
so
If it's medium armor, then I'm just
this
not
guy's
scared.
medium. Yeah. This one's medium, and the other two are light. So this guy, he's gonna attack twice with his claws.
He's probably going to hit.
He gets what's your armor class?
15.
Okay, so he gets a
Because
plus.
I ain't got no bliss.
He gets a plus 10 on these.
What?
So they both hit.
A plus 10?
Yes, a plus
Yeah.
10.
This is a fair fight. If I've ever seen one.
Okay, so you're gonna take. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, these are two separate attacks. So this one, because you take half damage because they're just slashing.
Fucking Hassan.
Okay, so 5, you take 11, round it down to 5,
Okay. That wasn't so bad.
and then you take 14, round down to 7.
So 7 and 5.
12.
So it just comes up and just methodically just slash.
So
It's like
51.
knocks you, knocks
51.
you back with its claws.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Berg, it's your turn.
This motherfucker. All right.
Oh, it's Daddy's turn.
All right, yeah. Berg's bringing up big guns.
Okay, so you got 3 attacks because you're berserking. You're switching to the conduit?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you
Both
take that
hands.
thing out, and you hear that voice in your head again, and it says, it's not talking to you, but you can hear it, and you hear it say, "Ha, brothers, it has been too long." And then the thing falls into your hand, and you take a swing.
Oh, shit.
Brothers, it has been too long. All right. Remind me what I'm rolling here. So it's D20 plus 9.
Mm-hmm.
Rage. Wasn't there like a... Oh, that's because of the whole...
All
bless
these
stuff.
other
So I don't need to worry
blessings
about
and
any of
stuff.
that
Yeah,
other
so just the D20
We're back
plus
to
9.
basics.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Big money. Big money.
You miss.
That's a 12.
So the first hit. This thing
first.
is. This isn't even like it's not missing. You just like
I hit it,
bang.
yeah.
You hit it, and it just doesn't get
Just
through the
didn't have
armor.
the right, the right hit.
So you got 2 more.
Okay.
Big money. Big money.
That's a
13.
hit.
That should be a hit.
22.
Yep.
Okay, so 1d10.
D10, D6.
Where's the D? That's not D10. There it is. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
1d10
And a D6.
plus a
Yep.
D6 plus an additional 2.
Yep.
It's just a
You're
4.
raging.
He is
Yeah.
raging. Yeah.
So 7 plus 8, 15.
Okay. All right. So. Okay, so when you take that swing, this time like you hit it, and the force of the blow like staggers it slightly. You can see that like the armor's dented. It's starting to kind of like reform
Yeah.
in the place you dented it.
Oh, cool.
But there's that ripple when you hit. There's a kind of like something that ripples out from the strike that's in that kind of purplish color, and the thing makes like a sound of like frustration pass through several like filters. You just hear this like, "Argh!" But it comes out all like distorted, and the voice you don't hear it, but you feel its satisfaction. Like, you like that? Look, now I can hurt you. Like, so it obviously like basically mechanically you can double the d6. These things take double damage from psychic.
Okay.
So yeah, it staggers slightly, and the physical damage you've damaged the armor, but the psychic thing seems to just like hit whatever's inside,
Gotcha.
and it hurts.
Okay.
And you got 1 more attack.
Gotcha. All right. Yep. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, that's a hit. Okay.
Big 19er. Double that D6. Let's go.
Do you want me to just roll another?
No,
or
just
it
double the
doubles
number.
yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, they have a
Do it.
vulnerability.
Double that one.
Yeah, double that one. All right. So 2,
8 plus 8. 16.
16. Okay.
Plus doubled 1. For
Okay. You guys
Psychic
double that
damage.
one. Double 1. It's good stuff.
gotcha.
Okay, Kalimut, it is your turn. You got a
Now, can I
angry light armor
do
up
like
in
a
your ship.
perception to see? Because that humming
Mm-hmm.
is. Can I know that that's not coming from these guys? That it might be coming from the thing in the middle.
You started noticing it as soon as you were inside.
That's a
thing. You don't
glowing
need to
thing
make
in
a
the
roll.
middle, right?
Okay.
That's
It's not really glowing, but yes, it's emitting. It's clear to you.
clear, yeah.
Okay, so I want to go destroy it if I can.
Okay, so you can take the disengage action.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yep.
okay.
That was
Now
my
you're,
plan.
You're 2 stories up. Let me get this falling damage ready here, because if you want to get to it, like you'll have to jump down.
No, I can take a shot at it, right?
I mean, I guess you could shoot at it with a crossbow.
I was going to try to hook a javelin.
Well, because I can't make it to it in time,
No.
but I can stop.
So
take a
if
shot.
you use your cunning action to disengage,
Yep.
then you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like to here,
Mhm.
and that'll get you within
Yeah.
30 feet. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm gonna take a shot at whatever that thing is. What does it look like?
It looks just like a little crystalline, like a growth, like a when you see pictures of like amethyst or something, and they have
Yeah.
weirdly geometric shapes. You're like, no, there's no way a person didn't carve that. It's just like this natural squared shape. It's like that, but it's sapphire. It's blue. It's like this tealish color.
Okay.
And it looks like it's just like grown out of the ground. Like it's like cobblestones, and then this thing, and then more cobblestones.
Okay.
It's about like small, yay big.
Okay.
A little smaller than a halfling, a little bigger than a gnome.
I like the way you say that. All right. I'm gonna take a shot at it then.
Okay.
Actually, hold on 1 second here. 1 second. No, I have a really strange idea that I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see. Now, a 15-foot cone means it just goes up to 15 feet.
Yeah, it goes from you 3 squares out.
Okay. Okay, well, that's what I'll try next then.
Yeah.
Because, maybe
You're 20 feet
maybe
up.
I'll rattle it.
You're 20 feet up, so even straight down wouldn't get it.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Attack roll.
Do it.
16, that's 23?
Yep, you hit it.
Okay. So I hit it.
Just regular hand crossbow damage.
Yep. Hey, 10.
Okay. All right. I mean, so it is a very solid, like, crystalline structure. So when you shoot it, it's not like shooting flesh.
Right.
The coral like bounces off it. But you can see that it's cracked a little. Like you've damaged it.
So I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any
Cool.
change to the sound?
No.
So I moved, or I disengaged, moved, attack. I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Then once I see that crack, I'm making sure to because I know that guy's
He's gonna come.
fucking
beat-
yeah.
He's gonna.
I'm
get
keeping
you.
an eye on that guy after I'm done. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Ramus.
What you guys doing?
Sorry about that.
I'm going to back up put more distance between me and the creature.
Another 30 feet. Okay.
And then ready in action that if he leaves the spear, I will cast fireball at him.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you're like,
Yes. So the moment he leaves the spear, I will fireball him.
All right. So he's right at the edge of the sphere. You're 30 feet back from him. Okay. Cool. All right. So Salihafa, what are you gonna do?
I turn back to see what Ramus is doing, and I see that
See,
you know
like-
he's sitting there like channeling the fireball. So I'll step back 30 feet and channel a level 3 magic missile.
'Kay.
If he steps through outside of the magic thing, I will shoot him with it.
Okay. So you cast most of that spell.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're sitting there charging up our Kamehamehas, basically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me. I got to roll to recharge his psychic wave. It does.
Oh, cool.
But he's floating there. His little wings flapping. He just turns, looks at the two of you, and then just turns around and heads the other direction. So he goes 60 feet that way, and I think he's gonna go up.
I should have enticed him.
Perhaps show him
I had to
the
back up,
scarab.
though,
Or he
Fireball.
physically can't leave the area.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, if we kill that
All
thing.
right. So he turns around, and you see him come, and now there's two of them. There's one behind you, and there's this one.
oh, good.
And this one is gonna come
Yep.
up behind
your
you.
spell charged. I'll go in.
Like once it's my turn again, it just dissipates.
Oh, the spell is just.
Yeah, both spells you'll lose them if you can't use
How
them.
far away is that
Okay.
crystal from where they're at?
Pretty far.
They're currently I put them off the map, but they are currently
Oh, so they're
30
just
feet
30
outside.
feet from the edge, so
Yeah.
the whole distance plus 30.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Okay, anyway, so claw attack plus 6.
Okay.
Nope.
Big whiff.
Yeah, got a 1.
Nice.
Good stuff. So, like, just tries to grab you, and you duck out of the way.
Yeah,
Too
I
fast for these
like so
nerds.
he tried it twice and he's missed both times. I just like I can't help myself but go just like smirk at him a little bit like eh.
Yeah. All right. So meanwhile, down
Its eyes
below,
go red.
yeah.
down below,
You got melt my brain melter power.
Yeah.
The wings start flapping
If Bird
furiously.
goes over
Yeah.
there and smashes it, it might
All
kill
right.
all three of them.
So, the one down here that's fighting you, right? You've come up and hit it a couple of times. It
scared?
he's got his claws out and he like retracts them and puts his arms up, and down the front of the armor vents open,
Oh god.
and like a bluish gas goes and like vents out around him.
Oh god.
I need you to make a DC 17 strength save.
Well, I have a lot of strength.
13
so.
or
It's a
higher,
high one.
right? Oh, you're proficient.
Saving throw, yeah. You're proficient, so
Yeah,
you've
I
got
have
a
a 7.
plus
I
7.
just have to
so you
roll
need a
really
10 or
bad if I-
better.
Do you have advantage for raging or anything?
That's on
No.
athletics checks.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay, you got it.
10.
All right. So yeah, so you are unaffected by this weakening gas, and like you take a lungful of it, and you get dizzy, and then you feel like it's almost like you feel somebody like push you back up, like come on, you're
Yeah.
not done yet, and you can keep fighting.
All right.
It is your turn, Berg. What are
I
you gonna
will keep fighting. I will.
do? I hope you do.
All right. So this plus 9. I don't know why I'm disregarding this one now.
It's all good. Switch it up. Redistribute the luck.
That's
There you go.
15 plus 9.
24.
Should hit, I would think.
Yep.
Okay. Then we got these guys.
Now get a 6 on that D6 and double it. Let's go.
4.
That's all right.
Still pretty good.
So what's the total damage?
20
Okay.
with 8 of it being psychic.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So same thing. You're just like banging away at him. You can. That was your 2 attacks, right?
That I just did one.
That's your. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So go again.
That dude talking in your ear. Yeah.
He's mostly silent. You can feel his smug
14 plus 9, so
Yep.
it's another hit, I would imagine.
Yep. Yeah, 14's a hit. Double
There you
that
go.
one.
Yeah.
That one's.
So what's this
Yeah,
one total?
4 or
doubled.
12.
But it's doubled.
All right.
Boom.
And then you got one more attack. So you're swinging the conduit and just bashing away at this guy.
19.
That's a hit. Yeah.
I'm learning more about its
Big
AC.
damage. Big damage. Big damage. 16.
Reroll that 10.
God.
The 10's cocked.
Oh.
10 got
Wait,
cocked.
what?
It's cocked
That
on the d20.
Yeah.
This one? Oh.
Yeah. So roll it again.
There you go. 13.
Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, just continuing to pummel the armor and drive it back. And it's locked in, trying to block you with its claws. Kalimut.
I am going to disengage again,
Okay.
and I'm going to. And how far down is it?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Yeah, you'll take 2d6 damage.
But okay, hold on. I'm with the shoes. Does
Yeah.
that not account for
no,
anything?
No, the shoes are not shoes of falling. They're shoes of jumping.
Right, but if I could jump 20 feet,
I'm saying if you're wearing your boots and you can jump 20 feet,
Right.
you crouch down, you jump up in the air, you will fall 20 feet and take 2d6 damage.
okay, so there's
They're boots of jumping safely. Don't use them to hurt yourself.
but there's no way for me to get 20 feet to the
you can
ground
climb down.
safely.
You can climb down. You just make a DC 10 athletics check or acrobatics.
20 feet ain't that bad. I feel like you could
Okay.
parkour people do that all the time.
Exactly.
Then
Make
I
you
will
fall.
do that. I'll do the acrobatics check.
That's what it is. You would
do
take
some parkour.
your action to
Cool.
do that. So it's cunning to disengage, the action to climb safely down, and then you still got to move from the bottom.
Okay.
Go ahead and just make the roll.
Okay.
And basically, if you flub it, then
Yeah.
you're fine. If you flub it, it would be you slip and fall.
27.
Okay,
or
so
not
hold on.
27,
You get to the
excuse me.
bottom. You can see
21.
into the buildings, and I'm basically doing this just because I set it up and I think
And
it's
there's
cool.
20 more.
No, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about
There's
that.
only 10.
So now you can see into the buildings.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So yeah, so this is the
Excellent.
interior of all these buildings now. Like I said, neighborhood's abandoned. But yeah, so now you can see in and you could run inside if you needed to.
Yep, I'm going to scoot over to the crystal.
Okay, so you still have a move, and that's well enough to get you over there.
Yep.
Okay, and that's
Okay.
your turn.
Yep.
All right, Ramus.
Well, I feel useless.
Yeah. Our spells just kind of go against the wall.
I guess I will channel Toll the Dead, and if it comes out, I'll hit it with it.
Come out here, I dare you.
come on, I
over
dare.
here.
I'm
Okay.
going inside. Good luck.
You are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sully, you wanna do move action?
Yeah, I will.
I'll move up to the edge if he's going in, but I won't go in myself.
Okay, so you'll take your move. So
Yeah.
you're at 0. You're right at the edge of the field.
Yeah.
And then you can move 30 feet into the field if you move double move.
Just remembered my HP actually. It's 7.
You take a step, you're like, ow. Oh, ow. No. Never mind.
It's broken.
It's 30 feet to the edge, right?
Yes, one move to get to the edge, and then you could move in 30 if you wanted to.
Imagine your ears just pouring blood right now.
Yeah, I'll just. You're readying a spell, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if something comes out, I will.
I just walk up next to you.
Our
and
side
it's,
healed us.
it's the most.
I know.
Immortals don't care
It's the
about
most
that.
awkward thing.
They didn't
I
ask.
just my arm goes inside my shell, and the other arm goes inside my 2 legs, and I'm just a shell sitting next to you on the ground.
So here's what you do. You kick him as hard as you can into the field.
Can I Mario Kart?
Yeah,
it?
that's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
Just you
Yeah.
pick him up and throw him. He'll spin in there.
I have
He
21
hits the
AC
farang
now.
and it blows up.
We all know
Yeah.
those sliding
Does he count
shells
as a
are
blue
deadly.
shell?
Yeah, those shells
yeah.
are deadly.
No, that's the thing. It's the attack. The Sully Huff a blue shell. You throw it and it targets whoever within 100 feet has the most hit points.
I've got 21 AC.
But it's an
now,
AOE, so
we're
it's
good.
going to hit
It's
bird
an
too.
AOE.
Yeah.
You got to take hits for.
I am
you know.
also prone though.
You got to
so,
take hits for the crits,
So
right?
you go into your shell.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's a bonus action, so it's whatever.
Okay, and then do you want to do anything with your regular action?
I can't.
Just chill out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Light
Just
armor.
turtled up. You're just like, all right.
So that guy. Oh yeah, I forgot I put these guys on after. So these guys both just. And they fly down.
Yep.
To deal with Kalimut. Okay, 2 attacks.
Yeah. Good luck.
I got +6 to hit. I got a 15 and a 16.
16 hits.
Okay, so 16 hits. And they deal, 1d10. D10 plus 6. You take 8 plus 6.
14.
14, yep.
I can see him.
Yes, so you can use your...
I can use
so
my
you take
dodge.
7.
Okay, I'll take 7.
All right. So the two of them, they just come in pincer maneuver. One of them lunges for you.
22.
One of them lunges for you and you duck.
Mhm.
The other one swings down and gets you, but you roll sideways, so it's not as bad. And he,
Just too
scrapes
many
the
of them.
floor.
Just too many of them. And then I yelled, because I saw Sully and Ramus. I just yelled at them, "What are you guys waiting for?"
Yeah, right, because you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the medium armor is going to... This time he's just going to... He's going to... Well, let me see. He's going to
You
retaliate.
could heal me, and then I could go inside.
Because he hasn't used this thing yet.
Yep.
Okay.
I could do that.
I love the idea that you guys are calmly debating, outside of the circle, you
What
could
do
heal
we
me.
do?
Imagine
So-
if you two didn't have weapons right now.
He tried to gas you on the last
pretty rough.
attack.
Yeah.
This time he puts his hands together and then pulls them apart, and a cone of rippling invisible energy washes over you.
I thought he was doing the
Um,
Trunks thing where in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
You need to
Something
make
like
a DC 17 Wisdom save, please.
DC
Wisdom.
17.
DC 17. This
Well,
is his.
you have to
This
roll
is his.
20.
This
I
is
don't
his
even have
most.
to roll
This
it
is his
'cause
most
I
powerful
fail,
attack. You can get a
so-
20.
If you roll a 20, it's a success.
19 will do it.
Oh, he has -2?
Yeah.
I have a -2, yeah.
Good luck.
19 or 20. Do it.
Gambate.
Check this 20 out. What is it?
Oh my god.
That was a crit fail. But as it should be.
Check this
for him
20.
trying to do a...
Check this 20 out.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing the salt thing.
Yeah, that's only one. Okay, I need more D10s, please. I have 2.
I need
Oh
more
my
D10s.
God.
I need
Oh.
8 more of these.
Holy
so if y'all could just
farts.
load me up.
Is this D10?
As many D10. Give me
Yeah.
all your
That's
D10s.
our only one, right?
Feed me
You have
with the
D10s.
10-sided
You have
dice.
ours.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't-
I guess
yeah.
I'll just re-roll.
That's all of ours.
7.
What are you
We don't have enough. Okay.
7 or 10 D10.
10 D10.
Wow.
You could one-shot
Psychic.
your-
It's psychic
Well, no, you
damage.
can't.
So you're gonna take the whole.
No,
take the
you
whole
can't
hit.
take me down, but-
much.
Okay, so
What?
this is
Yeah,
6.
it could.
This is 6.
I'm saying because of the racial, I'll come back
Because
up
he'll come
regardless.
back,
But yeah,
Oh.
Okay, so this is 6, and I need to do 4 more. So, all right. Here we go.
We gotta kill that
10.
thing.
this is all being no,
20,
it's not being halved.
26 is not being halved.
That's
20
what I'm saying. You could die.
26, 27, 28, 29,
38.
38, and then 43?
Mm-hmm.
43, okay. And
Are
then I
you
need to
down?
roll
No.
1, 2, 3,
I have 51 HP right now.
4
so
more.
43 minus.
I think I
43.
smashed that thing.
43, 47, 56.
Well, now I'm down.
64. Okay,
Yeah, that's
you get
enough
to,
to
you get
down
to
him.
0. Okay.
Yeah, 0
All
and then back up. To 1.
right. Well, you're prone at 1.
0 and back up.
So yeah, he just
to
goes,
1.
and this
1. Yeah.
wave of energy just washes over you, and you feel. I think we see this, and we see this shimmering, and you and we see Tulpa's spirit form kind of shift apart. And then he lunges for you as you take a breath, and he dives back into you. And then you see the world
I
above
need him
you.
to do some work because
The
this is
night
bullshit.
sky. Yep. Cool. Okay, I'll hang on to these in case that recharges. I guess you need one for attacking and stuff. But that was his turn. So it's your turn, Berg. Your rage went away because you were knocked out. So you take a level of exhaustion.
So I'm -3 exhaustion.
Which puts you at 3, which means this is where it gets a little dicey because at 3 levels of exhaustion, you are at disadvantage in your attack rolls.
I
Level
don't even know if I should berserk. I mean, I should for the most damage, but then I'll go to -4. What happens at -4?
you can take 6 of them total before you die.
Yeah, but
I
happens at
forget what
-4?
4 is.
I don't think have we ever.
I've never.
I don't think
been
we've
at
ever.
-4.
It's uncharted exhaustion territory.
Yeah.
Let me grab a player's handbook and I will look for you. Actually, I will get somebody who is not doing something. Dan, can you look up exhaustion for me? Sure. Cool. Okay, so you're at 3.
I got it right here.
You're at 3 exhaustion. Oh, you found it? Okay.
4 hit point max halved. Speed reduced to 0 at 5. 6 is death. So next level is hit point max halved.
Yes, but you're only at 1 health anyway. Okay, and you're prone. So let's mark that on your sheet. You're not dead.
So
He
I
just-
should
He just
berserk?
read it on.
You're prone.
Dude, I'd fucking go all out for you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he didn't need me to look it up.
But you're going to be as tired as tired can be.
You're gonna be as tired can be.
You're plumb tuckered
You're
out.
gonna
I believe
be
that's
Forrest
the official.
Gump, like,
The official
I'm
rule.
pretty
All right,
tired.
Berg, it is your turn. What are you
I'll
going to
go
do?
home
You are
now.
prone. The Farang medium armor is somehow smugly standing over you, despite having no face of which to speak. But it just stands there, claws out, ready to finish the job. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna run. No, I'm just kidding.
You get to attack of our opportunity if you run away.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Berg's gonna try to do as much damage as he can.
'Kay.
Back rage, I guess, again.
Brave ass Berg. All right.
Well, he sees himself going down. I'm just gonna try to do as much damage.
Yeah.
All right.
And is it a disadvantage?
Yes, because you have 3 levels of exhaustion. So you have 2 attacks, both at disadvantage.
Yeah. Gotta roll a dice. Roll 2 dice and take the lowest.
Does it? The feral instinct doesn't matter because
You
of
could
the party.
reckless attack. You have that, right?
I do. Yeah.
So you could reckless attack. That would give you advantage. It just means he has advantage. Like he's gonna get 2 hits on you. You got 1 hit point.
He's gonna knock me anyway.
If you want to be able to do him any damage, this makes it a normal attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna do reckless attack then.
Okay. All right. So you get 2 attacks with no advantage or disadvantage. You might as well roll them both at once. Grab that other d20. Yeah, one in the thing.
I don't
too.
like that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that
set
one.
that
Roll
one.
the one. Fuck that one
Okay.
forever.
All right.
Threw it into the kitchen and it goes under the fridge.
No, it didn't. It just missed the fridge underneath. All right, here we go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Boom!
Give the crit.
So you stand up, swinging the conduit. Both of those are hits. So you can roll the regular damage first. So
The non-crit damage.
yeah, D10, D6.
D10, D6.
Yep. Okay.
8, 16.
What is with this one bullshit?
Get a different D6.
Okay.
I've been
all right.
using different. It's not like
All right. Now do the crit. So grab those dice again. Grab another 10. Here you go. And another D6.
Yep.
And then
We're swapping up
another
this one.
D10. Sorry, because you're an orc. So
We're swapping out this
Yeah,
one.
one
Yeah,
more
okay.
there's your God. There's your crit.
3d10,
3d10,
2d6,
2d6,
Christ.
double the
2d6
2d6.
doubled, yeah.
Yep. Big money. Big monies.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
So 10, 12, 18, 19, 20, plus 8. 28.
Okay. All right. He's still alive,
Yeah, I mean, I figured as much.
but not
What
by
is
much.
this? What is
Not by
this?
much.
I don't know.
All right. So you rise up in what might be your last act of defiance in this battle. You take the swing. Your hammer crashes hard into its armor, shattering a chunk of it. There's sparks and like blue light, and it staggers back, but it's still capable of battle. Kalimat, what will you do?
I want to use my breath weapon on the crystal. Like give
Okay.
my full force to the.
How
to the
often are you
thing.
allowed? How often are you allowed to use
After
your
a short
weapon?
rest, I can redo it.
Okay,
And
perfect.
when I was in the hospital or whatever,
Okay.
I actually did look at that. I was like, "Can I do it
Good
again?"
call. Yeah.
I can do it again.
Okay.
All right. So I'm hoping this, like
So you're
the
gonna
vibration
shout
of
at it?
thunder,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to crack.
will have more
All right.
damage.
So
or
it's
something.
stationary. You can't dodge. It automatically fails the saving
Okay.
throw. You can go ahead and do full damage.
Okay. So
Like roll your damage.
Yep. And it is 2d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just a
Yep,
side
2d6.
Okay.
Okay, so I do 2d6 on the crystalline structure. 6.
Just 6.
Yeah, just 6.
All right. Yeah, more cracks like spread throughout it. It doesn't shatter, but you've definitely harmed it.
Okay. And then I will. Let's see here.
That barrier needs to come.
So that was your action. You still can disengage and move if you need to.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys.
That's what I'm
aren't
going to do.
you're
I'm
not
going to
actually there.
disengage
You're
and run
further
towards
away.
these guys.
Or at the very edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to disengage and run towards those guys.
disengage and make a move in that direction.
Berg
Yep.
alone.
Okay.
How natural.
Well, I mean, the best
what's
chance,
your-
the best
what's your-
chance of saving you is
what's
that
your move?
fucker right there.
What's your move? 30 feet.
Yeah, that crystal's got to shatter. I can't go
30
do
feet?
anything.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay.
30 feet.
All right. So you take off and run. Ramus, you see through the dark, I guess the haze, you see a figure running towards you. It's not flying, so it's probably not one of
Yeah.
these things.
My
Help! God damn it! What the fuck are you guys doing?
Boys,
magic doesn't work in there.
It doesn't? Shit, there's a crystal in here that I've been fucking trying to kill.
Break
Get
it!
in here.
Break it!
All right, Ramus,
Give them something else to shoot at.
Ramus, do you want to do anything?
My head pokes out. I've
what's
got
you
7 HP.
Do you guys have any other range or anything?
No.
I have no weapons.
What's your movement speed?
Put them in the
30.
bag.
30.
I mean, you could run towards the crystal and just try to hit it with something.
I
If I
pull out
get-
the bag and run towards the crystal.
So you want to? You're at the
Bag
edge.
in
You want to go
there.
into the field?
Dude, I bet the bag would love chowing on crystal.
So unfortunately, you take the bag out and you run in, and the bag makes like a sad kind of belching noise, and then just goes flaccid in your hands. So it's just like fuck, and just goes limp, and now you're just like hanging, and it's just like hanging there from your fingers.
Hilarious.
Magic.
It's a magic bag, yeah.
Happens when I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Sorry, it happens to everybody.
That actually brings up a point that I wanted to ask you about the +2 weapon.
Still applies.
It's still +2?
Yep.
Okay.
It is. Yep.
Second question was, since we're on a second, how long until break? Because I got to pee. I'd rather not. If
We'll finish this round.
Okay.
So we'll get back to Berg, and then
No
we'll,
problem.
And then we'll stop if Berg is still.
then
there.
I'll wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I'm still kicking.
So yeah, Ramus, you've moved in. You're holding the bag and standing holding the bag. And it goes. Bleh. Do you want to do anything
I'll
else?
say like that. Put the bag away as
Yep.
my action.
Okay.
I can't do
Makes
anything
a
else.
whoopee cushion noise.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that. All right, Sully, what do you want to do?
To come out of shell, it takes a bonus action, so I pop up out of my shell. And I guess I'll start running towards the crystal.
Okay, so the two of you are 30 feet into the field.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the light armor, they see you running and they pursue.
Of course.
And 2 attacks at +6, I think.
Okay.
What's your HP?
I'm at 22.
20 and it's only 14, so it's not a crit. 20 and 11, so 1 hit.
One hit. Okay.
So a D10 +4, I believe.
Is them
I can't
attacking you?
remember. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is D10 +4. Okay, 8 damage.
So 4.
Yeah, you feel the
Uncannily dodge.
Yeah, you feel the sudden heat as it rakes your spine, but you roll forward as you're running, so you kind of like fall and tumble.
18.
Yep, 18 total.
And then Berg.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. This thing
He
recharges.
gets advantage, right?
Does not recharge. Yes, because
Can't
you
do a
reckless
power
attack.
attack
So he
again.
gets 2 attacks at advantage with a +6
Good luck.
or a +10 rather. So first attack,
Oh,
that's a hit.
yeah.
You're down, right? Because you have 0.
Yeah, I'm just
So it doesn't matter. Okay. So yeah, he just kind of like slashes you. You fall down, and then he just turns around and starts going the other direction. So he's gonna move out this way. Cool. Okay. So I think that will be where we that'll be where we take our break.
Jesus
So
Christ.
the armor just slashes Berg across the throat. There's blood. Berg tumbles forward. It turns and just wings extended starts to move towards the rest of you. Berg lies bleeding on the ground. We'll see what happens. Stick around for the exciting conclusion of RollPlay Live. Nebula Jazz. It's good.
Nice.
Court of Swords. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.